Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. I'm Scott from Scott's Who Travel. Oh, it's gotten pretty dark in here, 2 seconds. That's better. How you doing guys? As I said, my name's Scott from Scott's Who Travel. I'm bringing you another video today just to kind of show you what we're going to be taking with me for a 13-month round trip around Asia and Australia. I've been doing a lot of research myself online through YouTube and through other blogs, and I wanted to kind of pull all the information I'd learned together just to help any of you guys out there that's thinking about backpacking. So we're really excited now. This is currently Wednesday, we're flying out Saturday. Ailey just finished her job today, I finish up on Friday. We had a party last week, thanks everybody who came. We had an absolute blast, just a leaving party amongst our family and friends. We're out our flat now as well, we moved out of there 2 weeks ago. We're staying with my auntie and uncle. We just can't wait to get going now. One of the hardest things that we found was actually saying goodbye to our family. It's been probably the hardest thing that we've had to do. Even though it's not forever, it doesn't feel like it at the time. We know why we're doing it, we know we're going to be back, but it doesn't make it any easier. So just to give you a little bit of a tour then about what I'm going to be taking with me. This is the backpack that we're taking. It's the Osprey Fairpoint 55 litre. It's got a 42 litre backpack and a 13 litre day pack. We've done a lot of research online when we looked at this. We decided that this was the best one for us, just off the back of some reviews. I've got to say that we're really impressed so far. Just to give you a little bit of a view inside. So this is the main pack. Opens up like a suitcase to make things nice and easy so you're not rummaging through your bag. Nice and spacious as well. Found no problem getting everything in. This is the day pack. So this day pack will be really good for carrying our day-to-day things. There's a bit there for a laptop, tablet, quite spacious as well. There's also a bit at the front, maybe for like sun cream or whatever else you're taking with you for the day. We paid £88 for this backpack. It is meant to be over £100. We found a good deal online. I would just say do your research, look on Google. They normally bring up some of the best prices all over. Don't just like stick to Amazon or eBay, because sometimes there is better deals out there. Moving on, as you can see here, these are just some of the clothes that I'm taking with me. To be honest, I actually think I've got a bit too much. I'm probably going to get rid of some stuff. So I've got a jazzy shirt, I've got a dress shirt, I've got 2 tops for sort of training, doing a bit of exercise. I've got another very colourful shirt. I'm not actually sure. Yeah. I actually bought this when I was going to something called Eldo. It's meant to be quite colourful. Yeah, just some cheap basic t-shirts I got. A couple of vests as well. Everything's so cheap to buy out there. There's no point of spending money. If you need anything replaced, then it'll be replaced. So that's, what's that? 2 shirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 t-shirts. So that to me feels about right. And I've also got a kind of jumper as well. I heard it can get quite cold sometimes on the night trains with air conditioning if you have any, or in the hostels as well. So always good to have that. And also a pair of jeans as well. I'm not sure if I'm ever actually going to wear these, but it's always nice to have a pair of denims. I definitely don't have too many shorts. I've got 3 pairs of swim shorts, and I've got a pair of jean shorts and 2 pair of dress shorts, and also a pair of joggies. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to get rid of 1 pair of these and 1 pair of these. And they are just my underwear, just 10 pairs of boxers, 10 pairs of socks. Also I've got a rain jacket as well. It's just a kind of light night jacket, bought it for £25. I love the jacket, it's my favourite jacket, so I'm taking that with me as well in case it starts raining. On the shoe front, not really taking a lot when it comes to shoes, to be honest. Just a pair of normal running sort of trainers, comfies, and a pair of flip-flops as well. Got the thick sole flip-flops because I heard, you can do a lot of walking, so I make sure my feet are nice and comfy. And another pair of shades as well. Again, just a cheap pair. Didn't really go splash out on an expensive pair of sunglasses. Also as well, something that I found really handy. I've got some laundry pouches here. Which came with packing cubes. I wasn't really sure if I was going to get the packing cubes to begin with, to be honest with you, but having packed my case with them, I don't think I could have done without them. These were really cheap again. I got them off eBay. I think they were like £16, and that was a pack of, we've got a large pack, I've got a medium pack, and then a small pack for my underwear as well. And they also came with some pouches just to carry any sort of bits and bobs that you have, just to help keep organised on the road. So next up, we've got some toiletries. So a really good piece of advice I got was to take your own sun cream. Apparently in Asia, Southeast Asia, they like to actually put bleach in their sun cream, the local stuff, which is the cheapest. If you're looking for a bottle of Western sun cream, it can be as much as like $30 a bottle, whereas over here I think I paid like £5 a bottle, which is about $7. So we're taking that's what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles with me. I can't imagine that lasting the full time, to be honest with you, but you've got to kind of weigh up as well. You don't want to be carrying too much, but I think that's something that I don't mind carrying extra weight on. I've got some mosquito spray. We used this before when we were in the Dominican Republic. It worked really well for us that time, so why not again? I've actually got 3 bottles of that. Some hand sanitizer, got to keep myself nice and clean. Some Dove soap. Got some earplugs as well. I'm sure these will be so valuable when we're staying in hostels and on night trains and buses and such. Vaseline, because sometimes my lips get a little bit cracked. And then just some deodorant, shampoo and toothpaste. So I've got 2 of each of these, and I've got about 3 of each of them. I bought a big bag, a big toiletry bag, which I carry. I'm going to carry everything that's sort of maintaining in my bag. I've also got a kind of a smaller bag as well. This actually opens up and hangs on the side of a shower. So everything that I'll sort of use day to day will be staying in there. We've also got a shaver and nail clippers as well. So moving on from there, I want to try and keep myself reasonably fit when I'm away. I don't want to let myself go too much, so I've just got some basics. I've got a running strap for my iPhone. I've got exercise resistance bands. They were like £10-15 on eBay. And I've got some skipping ropes as well. Yeah, so just really basic stuff, just to try and keep myself at least a little bit in shape. What else have we got? So we've got microfiber towel. Again, recommended because it's quick drying. Came in this nice little pouch as well. Again, I think, it's like £5 I paid for that. I've got some passport photos, some spare passport photos. I read online some countries you might need them to get in. I've got Lonely Planet Southeast Asia book. This will go in really handy. Anybody that's not heard of Lonely Planet before, it's basically like the Bible for travelling, backpacking. It gives you all the great places to stay, great places to eat, all the sort of sites and attractions that you're going to be wanting to see in the places that you're in. We've already found it really useful, and I'm sure it'll come in really handy as time goes on. And also a little bit of pleasurable reading. Mr. Paul Gascoigne, my hero. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that book as well. Moving on from that, this is a cover for my iPhone for when you go underwater, or in and around the water basically. Just put your iPhone in there, it should protect it. That'll come in really handy because we're planning on being in quite a few islands, doing a few island tours, so I reckon that'll come in handy. Ponchos, I've just put one down, but I've actually got 4 of them, just to kind of fling over the backpack if it starts chucking it down while we're in Asia. I'm sure it will do. I've heard the rain and the weather can just switch, so always handy to have one of them around just to stop the stuff from getting wet. This is just another little bag just to sort of keep some spare cables. I've got some extra Apple cables in there. I've got my cables for my cameras and stuff as well. Also as well, I've got, so this was actually an accident. So I originally bought this because I heard it had a surge protector handle as well. It's actually got a cable that kind of goes round, so that'll be quite handy if there's maybe only a couple of plug points in the room that you can plug stuff into. It's maybe a bit away from my bed or whatever. I can do that. And then I realised that this also has a surge protector, so I just bought this as well. You can never have enough. This is quite good actually. It's got 2 USB cables on the side, and it also opens up. It's just a universal one, opens up into every country. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to the electronics. I've got my Beats, my Dre's. I bought these years ago when I was in Vegas. I thought, why not bring them? I've got a power bank as well. This will be really handy. I heard that the power can be quite sporadic, which is another point about having the surge protection as well. So having a surge protection protects your electronics. If, for example, the power was to blow, you don't want all your stuff blowing up as well. So that surge protector is what kind of rescues that. But yeah, with the with the power bank, something that we were recommended to get, as I said, because the power, especially on islands, sometimes can be a bit temperamental. And we don't want to be stuck running out of battery if there's something that we really want to record and show you guys. Moving on from that, whoa, bring it over. I've got my GoPro Hero 5. I got that for my birthday off my family and my girlfriend. Just some accessories for it. So I've got the kind of floating stick there. Again, for islands, invaluable in case you drop it in the water. You don't want to have to be diving down looking for it. I've got a head strap I've got a chest strap as well. Just some spare batteries for the GoPro. I've got some spare batteries for my camera. The camera that I'm using is a Sony Alpha A6000. Also as well over here I've got a little pack for my GoPro and all the accessories just to kind of keep it protected. I've got my iPad for movies, if we're doing long travels or whatever. Bit of planning maybe on there as well. I've got my iPhone, I've also got my Dell Inspiron 137000 just for doing a bit of editing. So that's pretty much everything I'm taking with me. One other thing I wanted to talk to you about before I pack it all away, I want to talk to you about travel money. So again, this is something I've done quite a lot of research on. I'm actually taking 3 cards with me. I'm going to take a Starling card. If you've not heard of Starling, have a look. It's an app-based bank. You can apply through the app, it's really easy. It offers free travel money when you're away, so completely free. The only time you'll get charged is if there's an ATM fee. I know in Thailand there can sometimes be ATM fees, but you'll never get charged from the bank itself. You also get the MasterCard exchange rate as well, which we've learned from buying travel money is quite a bit better. So for example, we just bought travel money there, it was like 39.5 baht to the pound. Whereas through the Starling card it's like 43 baht to the pound, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add it up week on week and you're living in that currency, it can add up. My plan when I'm over there, I'm just going to lift a week at a time, so I'm never going to have enough cash on me that if I lose it I'm going to be really upset, disappointed. So I've already got the first week's in travel money, and then after that I'll just be lifting a week at a time, a week at a time. I also think this will help us budget as well, so we'll know if we're ahead or we're behind week on week. And yeah, so that's that. Right, okay, one last thing I need to do. I need to get all this stuff packed away. Let's do it.